Over the last 24 hours, we have identified 843 new cases of COVID-19 in the province and completed more than 10,300 tests. Overall, our current positivity rate is about 8.2%. Our healthcare system remains under significant pressure with 919 people in hospital, including 140 who have been admitted to the ICU. Sadly, 26 new deaths were reported to us in the last 24 hours. We have had more than 1,100 deaths due to COVID-19 in this province. My heartfelt condolences go to the family and friends of these individuals, and also to anyone who is mourning the loss of someone they loved. Over this last year, this virus has tested each and every one of us. The way we were used to interacting with each other and the world around us changed dramatically. This is a new year, but there is still a stretch of hard road before us. COVID-19 is still here and still threatens our health system and the well-being of our friends, family, and neighbours. We are seeing a stabilization in cases, with occasional days of low new cases due to lower testing volumes. But overall, new case numbers, hospitalizations, and ICU admissions for COVID-19 are still very high in our province. Similarly, while vaccines are arriving, shipments are limited, and it will be months before we will be able to offer immunization to the general population. While we work to offer vaccine to those at highest risk, we must continue to act as the vaccine for each other right now. Please keep following the public health measures in place and limit your in-person interactions whenever possible. That is the only way to protect our health system, protect each other, and limit the spread in the weeks ahead.
I think the first thing to say is this, and you're right, people are angry. I've spent much of the last few days talking to constituents, and they are angry, and they're right to be angry. Look, and when I speak to these constituents and I hear them, I'm listening to them, I hear that anger, and I tell them that they're right, all I can say is this, I can say that we're sorry, but I'm not asking for their forgiveness. I'm trying to make that very clear. I don't think we can ask for forgiveness at this time. And I think what we can ask for, though, at this time, and what I'm asking from Albertans is patience. There was over 1 million Albertans who voted for us because we campaigned on hard work and humility. And some folks from our team forgot about that last part. It's not going to, with the accountability that occurred this week, it's not going to be turned around overnight. It is going to take us time to be able to earn back that trust, to earn back that credibility, and to show people that humility is still important for our team, our caucus, our party, and this government. That's what we're going to, we're committed to continue to be able to show to Albertans, to earn back that trust, to earn back that credibility.
I've been on the phone a great deal in the last several days, and I'm hearing from Albertans who are angry. Sometimes they're yelling, sometimes they're using hard language. And I guess the message that I would say to Albertans is, you have every right to expect good behavior and a high standard of conduct from your government. And Albertans get to judge whether government met those standards of good behavior and high standards. And from what I've heard, Albertans have said very clearly we have not met those standards. And what I have to say is our government agrees. So if you're yelling at us, interestingly enough, my message is thank you. There is no doubt in our mind we didn't get it right. What we have to offer is a commitment to get it right in the upcoming days, weeks, and months. I'm not asking anybody to stop yelling. I'm just saying we're getting the message. We're committed to doing better. We're not going to make excuses. The only thing that will make this better is a high standard of behavior and conduct on behalf of the Alberta government. That's what we're committed to doing, and Albertans will judge whether we make that standard or not.
I think this, again, demonstrates that there are a lot of people who are very tired of the restrictions, and people who are frustrated with neighbours and friends and people who perhaps took shortcuts or didn't follow all of the measures over the holidays. What I would say is that where we go from here continues to be our collective choice. Every day we're presented with a choice about how we want to react to our circumstances. And the choice that's in front of us today as Albertans is whether we continue to pick up our game and to care for each other by following those restrictions, or whether we choose to let this divide us. We always have that choice. But what I would encourage Albertans is to, again, understanding that frustration, that anger, to encourage all Albertans to, again, take that deep breath, look at our current situation, and say, where do we want to go? We can only do this together. And the more of us who work together to bring our numbers down, the more effective we'll be.